Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So, last month I got my nipples pierced. I can't believe it's been a month already, oh my god. But like, a lot of you seem to like that video. It had the most views of anything I've ever made on this channel. For me, a person who has 20 something subscribers, like not that many, and I don't mean to like diminish that. Thank you to every single one of you. I sincerely appreciate the fact that 20 something people want to see what I make. But that video got like over 500 views, so apparently y'all really want to see this kind of content, and fortunately I have this content to make, so let's do it. Alright, so yes, I've had my nipples pierced for a month now. I think it was June 31st I got it done, so it's been like about a month, a couple of days at this point. I know that in the last video I mentioned that I just felt uncomfortable. Even when I was just like casually not even touching them, not even doing anything, they were still just like mildly uncomfortable. That's gone. Actually, the only time I really notice them just kind of passively now is when I'm driving. Like, there is no good place to put the seatbelt. It's not that it hurts, it just feels a little bit weird whenever I have like my seatbelt on. I just realized my camera is real slanted. There is one thing that I only recently realized, like I only recently thought to Google this, and it turns out that you really can't bind your chest. So for those of you who don't know, I'm non-binary, and sometimes I want to have like a flat chest, but apparently I'm not going to be able to get that for a while. Didn't even think of that when I got it done, but apparently you're really not supposed to bind your chest when you have your nipples pierced because it can irritate them, and having that much pressure on them isn't necessarily the best thing for them. So that's something to keep in mind for anyone who does like binding their chest even occasionally. You might not be able to like ever again. I don't know how that's gonna play out because like for now I'm okay with it, but in the future, who knows? Maybe after they've healed, which apparently can take like about a year. Maybe after a year I'll see if I can get away with wearing a binder, but I've heard that it's like just unnecessarily uncomfortable. As for like cleaning, I've been cleaning them every day. I just, like I said in the last video, I'm doing the same thing, just taking like a non-woven gauze pad, getting my H2O, just kind of like wiping them off. Now it doesn't hurt as bad as it used to clean them. It doesn't really hurt at all when I'm cleaning them. I can kind of mess around with them and it feels fine. In the last video I mentioned that people told me they would bleed and mine hadn't bled, but it's also only been a couple of days. I still don't bleed. I haven't had any bleeding, like, at all. There's been a couple of little crusties here and there, and really all I do for those is either A, take a nice warm shower, that'll kind of melt them right off, or B, you can make like a little sea salt soak. I just spray some H2O into a shot glass and just kind of dip them in there, and usually that makes it a lot more pliable. I haven't really had any major issues with cleaning the jewelry. If anything, sometimes you have to put in like just a little bit extra effort, but it's not like, it's not ridiculous. No, I still don't think I'm ever gonna change out the jewelry. I've talked to like one of my friends who has also had her nipples pierced, and she was like, yeah, no, I never change out the jewelry. The idea of doing it is intimidating, and also, like I said in my last video, I was pierced at 12 gauge for some reason. It's really hard to find 12 gauge jewelry. I know I could size down, but I'm kind of like, why would I do that? Obviously they're pierced at 12 gauge for a reason. I don't know what reason that is, but there has to have been a reason. Maybe it looks better on me, I don't know, but either way, you know, as somebody who's stretching my ears, I appreciate the fact that they were pierced at like a larger size, I guess, you know. I don't want to size down if I can avoid it. So I guess I'm just never gonna change out my jewelry. There wasn't, like, I was just browsing when I found that out. And first of all, I didn't really like a lot of the jewelry that I saw, and secondly, no one's gonna see it, and thirdly, I just don't want to change it out. So I'm still in that camp in terms of like, I don't think I'm ever gonna change out my jewelry, like, ever. Especially since they apparently don't really make a lot of barbells for 12 gauge, which, like, I guess I could technically get like any straight barbell in 12 gauge, but I think even that's a little bit hard to find. I don't know why they pierce my nipples in 12 gauge, I don't know. I was thinking I could at least get something like anodized, maybe like a different color, but I'm not gonna think about that until like a year from now, pretty much. I know there's like something else I wanted to mention. Oh, I've graduated to occasionally wearing real bras, and that's been fine. I'm not really a push-up bra kind of person. Like I mentioned like 2 seconds ago, I usually wear sports bras, or like before I would bind my chest. Like I'm not really into like the whole push-up bra thing, so that hasn't really been an issue, but I'm wearing an underwire today and it was totally fine. I have graduated to wearing like real bras, and I don't think it's affected anything. Every day will be a little bit different if you have your nipples pierced. Some days you'll be like, wow, why did they give me such long barbells? Other days you'll be like, oh, this must be swelling because I can see less of the bar than I could before. It just kind of happens, like, it just kind of happens seemingly randomly. I don't know what I'm gonna wake up to from one day to the next in terms of like how swollen they're gonna be, how much of the bar I can see. Like, it's very random. I still love them. The novelty has almost kind of worn off, but I still like having them there, knowing they're there, and looking forward to the day when I can show them to a trusted person. Like, oh god, I've been single for almost a year now. You know, I want to like be with someone for the first time and have them not know that I have that and have it be like a big surprise. And that's not in the cards anytime soon. And I think I mentioned in the last video that I want to like go to a party and show them off, and obviously that doesn't happen either because like I could have a party right now if I wanted to, but at what cost? We still very, 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 very much have the coronavirus here in the US. I'm not trying to like become a super spreader anytime soon. So I'm pretty much just keeping all of me to myself at this moment, which is fine. That's a whole different life update, but yeah, so no parties, no partners. I did show a couple people in like a Discord chat them in, but there's like no one to show them off to really outside of that. I just like seeing them like casually whenever I'm like looking in the mirror and I'm like, ah, yes, that's there. I still definitely stand by the fact that I would not get them redone. If they ever come out for some reason, I'm not getting them redone. In terms of like just piercings in general, I think the next thing I want to get pierced is the tragus, this guy right here. But the only downside to that is that then I can't really wear the headphones that I have. I mean, I could probably wear like the over-the-ear ones, which are fine, but then that means I have to not only pay for a piercing and the jewelry, but also new headphones. So I'm not exactly in a hurry to do that, but that is like my next thought. Yeah, no, I guess that's really pretty much it in terms of the update. Not a lot has changed since the last time. Obviously, they're still not healed. They're just there. It's too early to really even talk about progress because like there hasn't really been any. Except for the fact that like I'm a little bit more comfortable with them. I'm comfortable with like touching them if I'm cleaning them. Before it was like when I would clean them, I had like this weird feeling like deep in my soul whenever I would even like touch the bars. It was like, ugh. Now I don't have that going on anymore, which thank goodness. I can just like get in there with my little non-woven gauze and just be fine. I think that my body has kind of, I don't know if this makes any sense, but it almost feels like my body has accepted that like, yes, this is part of us now. That might be really weird to say, but I really feel like I've already gotten to the point where like my body is used to it, or like maybe my brain is used to them being there, so it really isn't that big of a deal anymore. Would I still suggest that you get your nipples pierced? Yes. Yeah. Sure, why not? I think they're really low maintenance. I haven't really had like a high maintenance piercing yet, and I don't plan to. In terms of cleaning, like, I don't even take showers every day. I know it's kind of gross, but I don't take showers every day. I just kind of like wipe them down every day, but if you can take a shower, that's good too. I've certainly been doing so more often lately because it's like really sweaty here, but it's September, so that means that fall's almost here, which is really exciting because like, I mean, honestly, here in Georgia, it doesn't even get cold until like November, but I'm just still really anticipating the spooky season and anticipating not being sweaty all the time. So I think that when I'm not sweaty all the time, my nipples will be like a lot happier. That's my prediction. I'm sticking to it. Sorry this video has been really chaotic, but it's me. Also, I don't like plugging myself like this, but I guess I will. If you like this video, if you like piercing content, you might want to maybe subscribe to my channel. Just throwing it out there. The button's always down there. You might also want to like this video, I guess, if you're into that. My channel's really random, but I do put out a lot of piercing related content. I'm in the process of stretching my ears. We're at, well, I'm not gonna tell you. Guess what gauge I'm at in the comments. I'm really trying to like become a piercing channel. Like I watch a lot of piercing content, so like that was actually kind of what I set out with wanting to do with this. Obviously you can't just be getting piercings all the time, but you can still give updates like this one. So if you're into that, then go ahead and subscribe. That's the last time I'm probably ever gonna like promote myself. I just don't like doing it. Even, like, I have so many friends who don't even know I have a channel because I just like never talk about it because it like feels weirdly, it feels weird. I don't know. I'm just like, yes, get your nipples pierced. If you want to, if you're thinking about it, this is your sign to get it done. And yeah, I will see you next time. Have a wonderful amazing day.